And that concludes the ASMR portion of the video, because I started listening to music and my camera obviously could hear that music. I really enjoyed painting this. It was just a quick little painting. I think I spent half an hour on it, and it's something I've been wanting to paint for a very long time. I'm not sure why, but I've always found the TV signal tower really interesting. I can just see 3 little dots, little red lights on the horizon. There's actually 4 or 5, maybe even 6 lights in total, but from where I am, you can only see 3 of them. Most of this video is painting the background, which I didn't intend it to be, but here we are anyway. Maybe I find it so interesting to look at because I live in the middle of nowhere. There are very few lights on the horizon where I live, so it makes it more interesting to see this big TV radio looking tower out in the darkness with not much else around it. With the background finally finished, we can start painting in the details, of which there are not many to be honest. I started with the horizon line, which at first I got it a little bit too choppy, and it looked a little bit like a cityscape, which I do not live anywhere near, so I had to flatten it out a bit so it looked more like the moors. Then I could paint in the big pole that houses all the lights. I'm sure if you got up close to it, it would actually be more like a TV pylon. TV pylon? What am I talking about? Electric wire pylon. You know the ones, they look like the Eiffel Tower, but they're not. Next, I painted in the few little lights that we can see on the horizon. It's mostly just a few houses and maybe a couple of street lamps, but there's not much. I gave all the lights, the ones on the horizon and also the TV pylons, this white base coat, since the red paint wouldn't be too vibrant on the dark black and blue purpley backgrounds. I dotted in a few stars, but I didn't want to dot in too many, since I wanted the main focus of the piece to be the TV pylon. For the buildings, I put some yellow and orange over the lights, since where I live, not all of the street lamps have been replaced with those bright white things. And houses in general tend to have more of a yellow tinge of light to them. It makes them look more cozy. When painting stars, it's often a good idea to add different colours into them. If you look at stars in real life, you can see they kind of twinkle different colours, just very faintly. So it makes things look a little bit more realistic in your paintings if you add some different coloured stars in there. And finally, I'm adding the red lights to the radio tower, or the TV tower rather. And with that, the painting is done. It may not be the most visually striking image, it's quite simple, but to me, it's kind of special because I spent so long thinking about painting it. And it's nice to finally get that image out of my head and onto a canvas. The paints I used were Winsor & Newton Acrylic Professional, as well as De La Rowney Simply, which are a cheap brand, whereas the Winsor & Newton is a little bit more expensive. But I do think they are worth the money if you like acrylic painting. And here is the real life radio tower, or TV tower, in the distance. It was a bit foggy that night, so I couldn't show it quite as well as I could have. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts, it's not very nice, so maybe shake his hand instead. With that being said, I hope to see you in the next one, and bye!